looks like here Alex Murdaugh is finally been sentenced. And if you didn't know, it's the Netflix show that is called The Murdaughs.
This is the widest thing I've ever seen. Alex Murdaugh sentenced to consecutive life sentences. Supposedly, he was running a shell game financially and ended up murking his own wife and son and faking like it was somebody else that did it. They have a whole Netflix documentary, and it's like, I don't understand. Even if your financials is going down the tube and you're about to be investigated. Oh, and I think you had showed me that the son
Yeah,
had been like the drunken boating accident
yeah.
where he killed one of his friends.
He tried to use that as he tried to use it as the alibi for. No, he tried to use that as the motive for them getting killed, but they didn't believe
None
that.
of it made sense, man. If you're gonna check your books and your books ain't good, then you're just screwed. You got to eat that. I don't see why taking off your wife and your own son, even if it's gonna shift the attention to that. I mean, it's just for a moment, and then they're gonna go back to the books, and then you don't have those people with you anymore. This is just really weird, and I don't understand why he did any of this. Do you understand any like?
I mean, I guess he was embarrassed about the whole money situation. And if you didn't know, what's going on is that this happens in South Carolina. The Murdaugh family has a lot of money, generations and generations of money. They own a law firm from the grandfather, the father to him. They have a lot of money in a small town. Looks like here they've been doing a lot of suspicious activity. This isn't the first death that they've been going through. Looks like here there was also a nanny they had that they that they said that, oh yeah, she died because she tripped over a dog and hit her head on some cinder block bricks.
So everyone's dying around this family.
Everybody's dying around this family, and just so happens these people are calling the cops as soon as it happens. And then the funny thing is about this whole murder is he kills the mom. He kills the mom, he kills the son, and the way they solve the mystery is they say, oh yeah, well, we looked at your phone, we looked at the radar, and we looked at the walks in your phone, and you had like 0 walks. So if you had 0 walks, but you said you were just at grandma's house, you would have some phone activity, but we didn't see that. And then they seen how like he killed them. Then he drove all the way to the mom's house like 45 minutes or an hour, then came back later. And then as soon as he made it back to the property, 20 seconds later, he called the cops. Like he wasn't even there long enough to even discover that the bodies were here or there, but he already knew. So that's what caught him. And that's what has me so amazed that these cops can do that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that they have access like that. They got access like that. This turned into Minority Report, and we're truly all doomed.
I mean, they really want you. They can get you. Like they follow the GPR radar. Say, oh yeah, we didn't see any. Your phone wasn't binging here. Then we looked at your son's Snapchat, and your son's posted on Snapchat here.
That's crazy that they could just get your GPS. Like they just literally send a subpoena to whatever your mobile carrier is, and like we need all the texts and geolocations of this dude on this date, and they give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like. So better watch what you're doing, people. But let's check out this video clip.
All right, Mr. Murdaugh, I sentence you to the State Department of Corrections on each of the murder indictments in the murder of your wife, Maggie Murdaugh. I sentence you for the term of the rest of your natural life for the murder of Paul Murdaugh, whom you probably love so much. I sentence you to prison for murdering him for the rest of your natural life. Those sentences will run consecutive. Under the statute involving possession of a weapon during a violent crime, there is no sentence where a life sentence.
And with all this, they say that his lawyer's gonna appeal it, so they think he's gonna appeal and at least get the life sentence taken off, so that he can get out
Parole.
parole.
But man, he's kind of old, so you think he can still manage like a 30-year bid?
He probably could, but remember he was saying he had an opioid problem. He was taking at least like 60 pills a day. So I mean, like, and I guess
he was just high out of his damn mind.
Yep. Then on top of that, they're thinking like he had there was another accomplice he had with him. So I mean, it's more to this to come. I mean, we'll see what's going on, but this is crazy. And what's
And is that the other son crying in the top right?
yeah, and what makes it crazier is how these like TV shows nowadays, as soon as a murder happens, like while you're on trial, they already got a documentary for it.
They coming out with it fresh and hot.
And then it's like how you come out with a documentary or something that's not even over with yet?
Comment below. Did you see the Gunna and Young Thug documentary on Hulu?
How,
Like Rat Trap?
how do they have a documentary about that? That's not even over with yet. They said
Because
like
they got it up to the point. Like they're gonna take you like, oh, this is how everything started. And they're gonna take you all to everything until they got there arrested, and then like they're still going through trial at this time. Doom doom doom.
too much work. See,
They'll probably do an update later when it's just concluded.
I mean, people, and then I feel like, what about like when you make documentaries like this, but then you tell the jury like you can't watch TV, you can't do this, you can't do that, and then like this is on Netflix, like everybody watches Netflix, so you're gonna see this.
I mean, that's what I don't understand about like jury selection when it comes to trials. They're like, we want someone that's not familiar with this stuff. Well, I mean, unless someone doesn't really not on the internet, they're not going to see this. But I mean, I don't know. It just makes it a lot harder. And I just honestly don't think that our justice system is that good.
True.
When it comes to being judged by a jury of your peers, a lot of our peers are death to us. So it's like, do I really want a bunch of death to us determining my fate in a court case? These a bunch of uneducated people that don't know nothing.
Sure, you got a point. You got a point.
No, I wouldn't want that in a court case, but this guy's guilty. I'll say that.
Yeah, he's guilty. I mean, he's gonna get what he deserves. I mean, it's sad he took away. He loved his kids and everything, but I guess he just didn't want to go through that public.
I could see that weird little one on the left with a weird little smirk. He
Okay.
probably smiled when he murked him. He's like, your face is annoying, son.
Oh God.
Damn. TV turned off.
Oh man, speaking of
Sorry, guys, we don't have no heart over here. We
being
have all jokes and no heart.
speaking of being annoying.